Welcome to Pettus, Texas. Today's district varsity baseball matchup between the visiting Bobcats of Refugio against the Eagles of Pettus. I'm sorry I'm shooting through a fence again, but this is the best shot I can get. The wind is blowing right to me from behind home plate. All right, on the mound for the Eagles is number 12, Albert Orozco. Catching for Orozco is Hartsfield. And around the horn, starting at third base, we have Orr, Scow, Burchell, Grayson. And from left to right in the outfield, Orr, Gamez, and Hernandez. Batting first for Refugio is a center fielder, Antoine Gross. First pitch from Orozco, ball one. Gross hits it foul for strike one. The 1-1 pitch from Orozco. Curveball. Ball two. 2-1 on Gross, senior center fielder. Gross, line drive into right center field. Gross is on his horse to second base. He's going to be in with a double. That's going to bring up Troy Howe, second baseman. Howe grounds it to third base, throws over to first. It's going to be safe on an error. Gross is around third coming home. He's going to score. Howe's going to head to second. Brings up Kelly, senior shortstop. Kelly skies it up, second base on the infield. He loses it in the sun. It's going to drop in for a single. How's going to stay put. The sun was in his eyes. And it's going to bring up Lucas Mesa, who's pitching today. Pitches a ball from Roscoe. Roscoe throws over to first base. Kelly's back safely. Ball fell backwards. Coach K's giving orders to his dugout to go get the foul balls. Runner goes. Mesa hits it to third base. It's going to bring a run home. And Kelly over to third. The batter's out. That scores a run. It's going to bring up Isaiah Avery. Avery's playing third base today for the Cats. Pitch to Avery's a ball. Ball one. One out here in the top of the first. Bounce to third base. Up with it. Throws it over to first for out number 2. It's going to get Kelly home. Gonna bring up Benny Flores. He's playing right field today. Oh, popped up high in foul territory. Catcher's there. Does not make the catch. And strike one. Flores smashes it through the left side. He's going to be aboard with a single. gonna bring up Braden Mesa. Mesa skies it to left field. And the fielder grabs it for out number 3. We're going to the bottom half of the first inning. 3 runs, 3 hits, 1 error, 1 left. You're watching Bobcat Baseball on the Refugio Sports Network. We'll be right back. That kid first pitch from Mesa. It's a little high, a little low. Ball 1. Second pitch is strike 1. One pitch is high for ball 1. In there for strike number 2 on Gamez, the center fielder for the Eagles. And Gamez called strike 3. It's going to be the first out of the inning. Going to bring up Burchell, second baseman. In there for strike number 1. I'm in the process of getting you guys a better picture. Swing and a miss, strike 2. I'm going to try to put my iPad on the fence. That way we can shoot. We don't have to shoot through the fence. It just called strike 3. That's 2. It's going to bring up. It's going to bring up the pitcher, Orozco. Pitch is high for ball 1. We have 2-0 on Orozco. Strike 1, 2-1 on Orozco. Gonna be 3-1. Strike 2 from Mesa. Run the count full. Ball grounded to third baseman Isaiah up with it over to first for out number 3. It's going to take us to the top of the second. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left. We're going to the top of the second inning. You're watching the Refugio Sports Network. We'll be right back.
People often ask me, who has the best sports fans in South Texas? My answer, the Refugio Bobcats. If you haven't subscribed to the Refugio Sports Network, what are you waiting for? They are the one and only source for Refugio Bobcat sports. Check them out on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Sponsorships are available today, and donations are always welcome. They would love to hear from you, and tell them Sam sent you.
And so the fence has been removed. The problem is I can't move the camera around. But you got a clear picture now. Grab that, Chance. Up for Refugio is the left fielder Trey Castellano. Chance, the back of it's over there. This dog's not gonna hurt you. Pitch to Castellanos, ball 1. Chance. Second pitch is in there, strike 1. curveball, strike 2. Yes, Malace, it's a glitch. I had to score on the wrong side, sorry. Castellanos hit, gonna take his base. That's gonna bring up the catcher, Taylor. Thank you, BJ. The fence was frustrating me. Parker lifts it in foul territory. It's gonna be a foul ball, strike 1. Problem with it on the fence is I don't get the whole field, but the fence is not in the way. Roscoe over to first base. Castellanos back safely. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on and fouled back. Catcher makes a run at it, but it's out of play. It's going to be strike 2. Pitch. Fair ball. Catcher picks up, throws over the first out. He's going to put Castellano in second. He's going to bring up the top of the lineup with Gross. Gross fouls it off to the right side. It's going to be out of play. Strike number 1. Sorry guys, I realized it. But the score was on the wrong side. When I looked up at it, everybody was letting me know it, so it's been changed now. Pitch from Orozco, driven foul to the left side, out of play. It's 2 strikes on Gross. Roscoe's 0-2 pitch, high for ball 1. Pitch low. Ball 2. It's going to get Castellano over on the pass ball. The 2-2 pitch. Behind him, ball 3. Castellano's going to score. Runs the count full. Thank you, Trey. Appreciate it. Pitch is high for ball 4. Antoine Gross is going to be on first base. For Troy Haug, the second baseman. Roscoe steps back, looks at Gross, and gets back to the bag. Gross steals second. He's on his way to third. It's going to go over the third baseman's head. Gross is going to score easily. Next to score 5-0 here. One out at the top of the second. Haug is at the plate with a 1-0 count. Pitch is a 62-mile-an-hour fastball for strike 1. The 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. On Haug. The 1-2. Foul back. Counter remains 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Belted foul. Fouled off again. Haug's battling. The 1-2 pitch outside, ball 2. is high for ball 3. Hal has worked the count full. Fouled off again. This time it's playable. Out of play. Ball number, or count will still be full on Haug. Full count pitch. High, ball 4. And Hal battled his way on first base, brings up Kelly. Shortstop. Kelly's 1 for 1 today with a single. Hal goes. Kelly bounces it foul. Oh, and 1 on Kelly. Kelly drives it to right field. It's going to fall. Hal is going to stop at second. He's back safely. That was close play there at second base. That's going to bring up Mesa, the pitcher. Hal decides to take off running. And it's going to be in a rundown here. He's going to be out. And Kelly goes over to second. Pitch from Orozco, high, ball 1. 61-mile-an-hour pitch comes in as a ball. Orozco steps off and walks towards second base. Kelly's back. 1-0 on Mesa. Orozco throws over to second. Kelly's back. Pitch from Orozco. A little outside, ball 2. 2-0. 3-0. Kelly takes off the third on the error by the pitcher. On Mesa. Ball outside. Going to put runners on the corners for Isaiah Avery, the third baseman. And we're going to have a courtesy runner for Mesa. It's going to be Braylon Gonzalez running for Mesa. Roscoe balks, and he's going to bring runners in. A run in. He's going to put a runner on second base. Thank you, Mr. Ramirez. It's been fixed. Isaiah drives one to center field. It's, left fielder catches it for out number 3. So 3 runs, 1 hit, 2 errors, 1 left. We're going to the bottom of the second. Refugio leads 6-0. You're watching Bobcat Baseball on the Refugio Sports Network. We'll be right back. Back here in Pettus, Texas. Batting for Pettus is going to be Matt Orr, the third baseman. Misses first pitch, driven foul. Comes in at 63 miles an hour. Orr is the Eagles' senior third baseman. It's going to be fouled back into the glove for strike 2. 66 miles an hour. Ball's low. It was 69 miles an hour. It's getting faster and faster as we go on here in this at bat. And Orr takes a 69 mile an hour shot to the shoulder. It's going to put him on base. It's going to bring up Garrett Grayson, the first baseman for the Eagles. First pitch from Mays is low for ball 1. And we're going to have a balk. Field umpire called a balk on Mesa, so it's going to get a runner to second. Thank you, Mr. Borland. Appreciate you watching. Pitch from Mesa. Fouled off, 71 miles an hour. Even the count at 1. As this pitch fouled back, strike 2. One and 2 on Grayson, the first baseman for the Eagles. Ball driven to the right side, Haugs up with it, throws over to first for out number 1. It's going to get a runner to the third. That's going to bring out Nathan Orr, the left fielder. Ball gets past the catcher. It's going to score a run on the pass ball. Eagles scores their first run of the ball game. Swung on and missed. Strike 1. Ball driven to center field. Actually, Kelly takes it for out number 2. And that's going to bring up Daniel G. Wait, hold on just a second. I'll get that name for you. It's going to bring up Daniel Goza for the Eagles. He's actually replacing Alex Hartsfield, who was the catcher. Hartsfield has not batted yet. First pitch is a strike on Goza. Pitch is in there for strike 2. Low for ball one. One and two on Goza. Ball two. He's choked up on that bat a good 5 inches. Okay, maybe 4 inches. Fouled off. Count will remain 2 and 2. Strike three. Mazda strikes out Goza on a 70-mile-an-hour pitch. We're going to the top of the third. 1 run, no hits, no errors, none left. Refugio leads 6-1. And we'll be right back watching Bobcat Baseball on the Refugio Sports Network. All right, back here in breezy Pettus. The sun is out, but it is a cold wind blowing. And up to bat for Refugio is number 14, Benny Flores. Flores is 1 for 1 today with a single. Orozco is still on the mound for the Eagles. He has some defensive changes. Behind the plate now for the Eagles is Scow. Playing shortstop is Gamez, and left field is Hernandez. Right field is Goza, and Orr's moved over from left to center. Pitch from Orozco, driven foul, hard foul to the left side. Strike number 1. The 0-1 fell back, strike 2. The 0-2 pitch, low, ball 1 on Flores. The freshman right fielder. Roscoe's pitch is driven foul, a long foul ball. I think that went back over to Tuleta. It's a long way. One, two, outside, ball two. Pitch just popped up foul, out of play. Two and two on Flores. Nobody out here in the top half of the third inning. Pitch is low and outside for ball three. Runs the count full on Flores. Pitch swung on, strike three. Flores strikes out for the first out of the inning. Brings up Braden Mesa, who's 0 for 1 today, with a fly out. Pitch is high for ball one. The 1-0 pitch, low and outside, gets past the catcher for ball two. And we're having a visit from the pitcher, or from the coach to the pitcher. It looks like we're going to have a pitching change. Going to have Grayson taking over the mound for the Eagles. Six to one. Top of the third. So Grayson's going to come to pitch to Mesa with a 2-0 count. Six to one. Six to one. Final line for Orozco. 2 1/3 innings pitched. 4 hits, 6 runs, 3 of them were earned. 3 walks, 1 strikeout, and 1 hit batter. So the first baseman's coming into pitch, Grayson. Braden Mez's at the plate with a 2-0 count. Only other game in the district tonight is Kennedy playing Woodsboro in Woodsboro tonight or today. Okay, Grayson has finished his warm-up pitches and we're ready to go as soon as Meza steps in the box. Okay, here we go. First pitch from Grayson is in there, strike one, 64 miles an hour. The 2-1 pitch swung on and missed for strike number 2. The 2-2 pitch high for ball 3. Runs the count full on Meza, the Cats' first baseman. Pitch is driven to center field. It's going to drop in for a single. Meza's aboard with 1 out for Castellano. Trey was hit by the pitch his first time at bat. Meza's back just in time. That pickoff attempt. Pitch to Castellano, bunted back to the pitcher. Going to get the runner over. That's the 3rd out of the inning. No, I'm sorry. There's only 2 outs now. Sacrifice bunt for Castellano. gonna bring up Taylor. He skies it out of play. Foul ball. Strike one. The 0-1 pitch. High. Ball one to the freshman catcher. Pitch driven to left field. He's under it for out number 3. Top of the 3rd inning, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. We're going to the bottom of the 3rd. Refugio leads 6-1. Watching Bobcat baseball on the Refugio Sports Network. We'll be right back. Back here in Pettus, Texas. Due up for the Eagles is Hernandez, the left fielder, Scowl, the catcher, and back to the top of the lineup for Gamez, the shortstop. Pitch from Meza. Outside, ball one. We got to advance the scoreboard there on the screen. Money foul. Strike one. Ball. Run the count to 2-1. Pitch is in there. 69 mile an hour strike. for strike 2 to run the count full on Hernandez.
You gotta do the math. Do the math.
Pitch is inside, strike 3. Hernandez didn't like it, but he's out. It brings up Scal, the catcher. Swung on and missed, strike 1. On Meza's fastest pitch of the day at 72. Ball low, ball 1. Pitch from Mesa. A little high, ball 2. 2-1 on Scal, the catcher for the Eagles. Inside corner for strike 2. Two pitch driven into right center. It's going to drop in for a single. It's going to be back to the top of the lineup here for Gamez, who's 0 for 1 today. Struck out the first time at bat, first at bat and first. One on, one out, bottom of the 3rd here. Pitch from Meza. It's ball 1. Squares around the bunt. Ball 2, ball gets away. Scal's rounded second. He was off on the pitch. Unfortunately, it does not go down as a stolen base. It goes down as a pass ball in the scorebook. Two-0 pitch. Low, ball 3. Pitch is in there, strike 1. Three and 1. Inside, ball 4. It's good to put runners on first and second. For Burchell. Burchell also struck out in the first inning. All time at the plate. Burchell steps back in. Pitch Mesa. It's in there, 72 mile an hour fastball, strike 1. Pitch high, ball 1. The 1-1 pitch, little inside, ball 2. Throw over to second base. Scow's back. 2-1 on Birchall. The pitch. Called strike. Runner goes over to third. He's going to be safe. We have runners at second and third base. Looked like Avery was spiked. We have a timeout. They can walk it off. Two and two on Birchall. 2 on, 1 out. Swung on and missed for strike 3. That's the second out of the inning. For Orozco, the first baseman. He's 0 for 1 today with a ground out to the third baseman. Pitch comes in, it's ball 1. The 1-0 pitch from Mesa fouled off the catcher's head for strike 1. Pitch from Mesa's outside, ball 2. One pitch behind him, ball 3. That second run is 90 feet away. Taylor had to squeeze every one of them. Pitch from Mesa, high, ball 4, and it's going to load the bases. For Orr, the third baseman, he was hit by a pitch in the second inning. We're going to have a visit to the mound by head coach Jared Kay. This is the 5th game in 5 days that we've covered. We get a kind of a break this weekend, and we're back at it again Monday for JV softball from Refugio when Incarnate Word comes back to town to face the Lady Cats. And then on Tuesday we'll be at the varsity softball game when 4-0 Yorktown pays the Lady Cats a visit. And then on Thursday night next week, we will be in Beeville for the relays track meet. It is Fair Week in Refugio next week. Pitch to Orr is low for ball 1. Bases loaded, 2 outs. The 1-0 pitch in there for strike number 1, 71 mile an hour pitch from Mesa. Eagles cleanup hitter squares around the bunt. Not this time. Pitch is low for ball 2. 2-1 on Orr. Pitch from Mesa, grounded to the shortstop. Kelly's up with it, throws over to first. We're out number 3. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 3 left. We're going to the top of the fourth. Refugio leads 6-1. You're watching Bobcat Baseball on the Refugio Sports Network. We'll be right back.
People often ask me, who has the best sports fans in South Texas? My answer, the Refugio Bobcats. If you haven't subscribed to the Refugio Sports Network, what are you waiting for? They are the one and only source for Refugio Bobcat sports. Check them out on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Sponsorships are available today, and donations are always welcome. They would love to hear from you, and tell them Sam sent you.
Back here in Pettus, Texas. Due up for Refugio is Gross, Haug, and Kelly, the 1-2-3 hitters. Antoine Gross is 1 for 1 today with a double and a walk. Senior center fielder steps into the box for his third at bat of the game, or his third plate appearance of the game. First pitch from Grayson. It's sky high, right behind the plate, and it's going to bounce for strike number 1. The catcher just said he has very bad eyesight, and he's playing catcher. How scary is that? The 0-1 pitch from Grayson is on its way. In there for strike 2. The 0-2 pitch outside for ball 1 on Gross. Pitch from Grayson's high, ball 2. The 2-2. Driven foul, way foul. Now count will remain the same at 2-2. Pitch from Grayson, a little outside, ball 3. Runs the count full on Gross. payoff pitch inside for ball number 4. And Gross is going to round first and look back at the catcher. Picks up the ball and runs it back to the plate. It's going to bring up Troy Haug, second baseman for the Bobcats. Pitch comes in high, ball 1 on Haug. Grayson steps back, throws over to first. Gross is back with a head first slide. The pitch outside. Gross is on his way to second. He's in there with a stolen base. Now he's going to head to third on the overthrow. He's going to be in safe. Two and 0 on Haug. Runner at third base. Ball 3. The 3-0 in there, strike 1. Haug was taken all the way. Pitch is in there for strike 2 at 65 miles an hour. And Haug draws a walk. Put runners on the corners for Jordan Kelly. And we're going to have a pinch runner for Haug. It's going to be Chris Flores, otherwise known as Bobo Flores. Coach K just informed the umpire that Haug will re-enter the game in just a moment at second base. Pitch to Kelly. Driven to right side. Into right field. It's going to drop in. It's going to get Gross home and probably Flores home. Nope, Flores is going to remain at third. So Kelly's credited with a single and an RBI. And Mesa is on his way to the plate. He's 0 for 1 today with a ground out and a walk. Actually, Haug may be entering the game as a pitcher next inning. And Kelly's picked off at first. We're out number 2. I'm sorry, that's the first out of the inning. 1 down here, top of the 4th. Pitch comes in, 68 mile an hour ball. Pitch hits Mesa in the back, so he's going to take his base. He's going to bring up the third baseman, Avery. He was 0 for 2 today. Ground out and fly out. Mesa will most likely be off here on the first pitch. Pitch to Avery. Mesa goes. Pass ball's gonna get Bobo in, and Mesa's heading to third. He's gonna be safe at third. Ball one on Avery.
Hey. Don't be running in front of us. That's way up in the grass.
The 1-0 pitch. High. Ball 2 on Avery.
Stay Ethan too. Stay Ethan too. He knows better.
2-0. Swung on and missed. Strike 1.
Let's go, Isaiah.
The 2-1. Outside, ball 3. Driven past the left fielder. Going to get a run home. Avery's going to go into second with a stand-up double and an RBI. It's going to bring up Flores. Benny's 1 for 2 today with a single and a strikeout.
Go, Benny.
Pitch from Grayson. Driven to the left field. Foul. Flores is seeing the ball well today. Just hitting them foul and he straightened them out a little bit. The 0-1, high, ball 1. On the freshman right fielder. The 1-1, outside, 2-1 on Flores. The 2-1, fouled back. Even the count at 2. Pitch from Grayson, fouled back. Count remained 2-2. My car's back there. pitch, swung on and missed for strike 3 and out number 2 in the inning. It's going to bring up Mesa, who's 1 for 2 today. Single and a fly out. First pitch from Grayson in there, strike 1. The 0-1 pitch, outside, ball 2. I'm sorry, ball 1. Evens the count at 1. The 1-1 pitch almost hits him. Gets past the catcher. Avery's going to hit on over to third. Pitch from Grayson, driven backwards to even the count at 2. Two is in the dirt, ball 3. 3-2 on Mesa, the first baseman for the Bobcats. Payoff pitch, driven to left field. Foul. That was a long foul ball. Well, the count will remain 3-2 on Mesa. Mesa was on his way to second base. And that ball finally dropped. Pitch from Grady, swung on and missed for strike 3 and out number 3. We're going to the bottom of the 4th. 3 runs, 2 hits, 1 error, 1 left. You're watching Bobcat Baseball on the Refugio Sports Network. We will be right back. Sorry about that. I was getting the just for the. It's on the mound. The Bobcats is Troy Haug. Moving out to left field is Lucas Mesa, and moving into second base is Trey Castellano.
Hold on, baby.
Final Lionel Mesa, 3 innings pitched.
7 seconds.
1 hit, 1 run, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts, 1 hit batter.
Yes, thank you. Yeah.
Due up for the Eagles is Grayson, the pitcher, the center fielder Orr, and the right fielder Gosa. 9-1 here, bottom of the 4th. Alex' first pitch is a ball. Alex' next pitch is fouled back. 67 mile an hour. Fouled back into the catcher's glove for strike number 2. Pitch from Haug. Fouled back. Count remains 1-2. One, two, outside, ball 2. 2-2 on Grayson. The pitcher for the Eagles. Two pitch. Grounded foul. Pitch is just outside, ball 3. 68 mile an hour on the outside corner. Pitch from Haug. Swung on, foul. Do it again. Three-two pitch. Foul back. We'll do it again. Grayson's battling at the plate. 3-2 pitch. Inside, ball 4. It's going to put a runner on here in the bottom half of the 4th inning for the Eagles. Brings up Nathan Orr, center fielder for the Eagles. Outside corner, strike 1. Now. Pitch is low for ball 1. 1-1 on Orr. Pitch is fouled back. Strike 2. The sophomore center fielder. Pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. The first out of the inning. Brings up Gosa, the right fielder. Gosa is a freshman. Inside corner for strike 1. Grayson moves over to second. It's going to be credited with the stolen base. Pitch from Haug. In there, strike 2. Pitch is fouled off to the right. Can remain 0-2. That ball's fouled back. Count stays 0-2. Gosa's choked up on his bat about 4 inches. Ball's outside for ball 1. Runner gets over to third base. Pitch from Howell. Goes a swung on and missed. For out number 2. It's going to bring up Hernandez, the left fielder. 0 for 1 today. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Come on, Gabe. Come on, Gabe.
Squared around the bunt. It's going to take strike 2. 0-2 on Hernandez. Alex 0-2 pitch. Swung on 69 miles an hour to retire the side. Takes us to the top of the 5th. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left. You're watching Bobcat Baseball on the Refugio Sports Network. We'll be right back. Huh? They ain't watching. I gotta wait for football season. Back here in Pettus, Refugio leads 9-1 going to the top of the 5th inning. Due up for Refugio. That's Castellano, Taylor, and Gross. You got it, Mr. Durst. My pleasure to bring these ball games to everybody. Getting our kids out there. Gonzalez is going to bat for. So Gonzalez is going to bat for Castellano, but Castellano will come back in the game here shortly. First pitch to Gonzalez. It's swung on, strike one. Grayson is still on the mound for the Eagles. Ball one on Gonzalez, 1-1. Pitch from Grayson. Inside corner, strike two. And Gonzalez goes down looking. Strike number 3 for the first out of the inning.
Jesse, 20 for 5. 5's gonna re-enter.
Caleb Brown's going to bat for Parker Taylor, but Taylor will go back into the ball game in just a moment. First pitch for Grayson's outside, ball one. The 1-0, swung on and missed, strike two, or strike one.
Go, Caleb.
1-1 on Brown. One bounced in front of the catcher, throws over to first for the second out of the inning. It's going to bring up Gross, center fielder. Antoine's 1 for 1 today with a double and 2 walks. Pitch from Grayson, it's low, ball one. Outside, ball two. 2-0 from Grayson. Ball three. Pitch from Grayson is inside, ball four. And we're going to put Gross aboard for Haug. Pitch to Haug, it swung on and missed. Strike number one. Grayson throws over to first. Gross is back safely. Throw over to first again. Gross is back again. Pitch from Grayson. Antoine was off on the pitch. Center fielder misses it. Gross is going to round third and come home on the error. Troy's going to be safe at first. Also on the error. Next will score 10-1. Have a courtesy runner for the pitcher. And it's going to be Whitmire running for Haug. He's going to bring up Kelly. He's 3 for 3 today with 3 singles. Ball bounced in front of the plate. It's going to be off his leg. Foul ball. One on, 2 outs here in the top half of the 5th. Pitch from Grayson. Swung on, fell back. Strike 2. Pitch from Grayson's outside, ball 1. 1 and 2 on Kelly, the senior shortstop. Kelly swinging a miss. Catcher throws it over to second base, misses it. Kelly's going to be on safely with a drop third strike. Kyle comes into third base and takes a mouthful of dirt.
Come on, Jake.
It's going to bring up Mesa. 0 for 1 today. Eagles provide Whitmire with some water. Wash out his eyes and his face. It's 10-1. Chance it's on the scoreboard out there. Mesa steps in. 0 for 1 today with a ground out, walk, and a hit by pitch. Pitch swung on and missed. Strike 1 by Mesa. The 0-1. Ground to the shortstop. Picks it up, throws it over to first for out number 3. Takes it to the bottom half of the 5th. 1 run, no hits, 1 error, 2 left. Heading to the bottom of the 5th. You're watching Bobcat Baseball on the Refugio Sports Network. We will be right back.
People often ask me, who has the best sports fans in South Texas? My answer, the Refugio Bobcats. If you haven't subscribed to the Refugio Sports Network, what are you waiting for? They are the one and only source for Refugio Bobcat sports. Check them out on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Sponsorships are available today, and donations are always welcome. They would love to hear from you, and tell them Sam sent you.
Back in Pettus, due up for the Eagles. The catcher Scowl, and then back to the top of the lineup. Gamez, the shortstop, and Burchell, second baseman. Stepping in is Scowl, who's 1 for 1 today. A single. First pitch from Haug is a little high, ball 1. Ball lifted foul, out of play. Brings it to 1-1. The 1-1 pitch, curveball in there for strike 2. The 1-2 from Haug in there, strike 3. 72-mile-an-hour fastball for the first out of the inning. Brings up Gamez, the shortstop, 0 for 1 today with a walk. Pitch from Haug's inside, ball 1. Second pitch comes in, strike 1 on Gamez. Curveball, strike 2, swing and a miss. Pitch from Haug inside, ball 2. Pitch down the middle, strike 3. In the second out of the inning. Brings up Burchell, is 0 for 2 with 2 Ks. First pitch is high, ball 1 from the second baseman. Ball 2 on Burchell. swing and a miss. Strike one. Oh, 2-1. Strike two. 2-2 on Birchall. 72-mile-an-hour fastball. 2-2 curveball in the dirt. Run the count full, 3-2. Birchall calls timeout. Gets set again. Pitch from Haugen inside, ball four. Going to put a runner on here. Bottom of the fifth for the Eagles. Brings up Orozco, the first baseman. He's 0 for 1 today with a walk. Haugen throws over and picks off Birchall for the third out. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left. We're on the top of the sixth. You're watching Bobcat Baseball on the Refugio Sports Network. We'll be right back. All right. Back here in windy Pettus. Up batting now is Romel Brown. He's going to be batting for Avery. First pitch comes in as ball one. Grayson still on the mound for the Eagles. Pitch from Grayson, swung on and missed. Even the count at 1 on Romel Brown. Grounded to the third baseman. Up with it, throws it over to first for out number 1. Gonna bring up pinch hitter Tyler France. LaFrance is hitting for Benny Flores. Pitch to LaFrance. Outside, ball one. So 1-0 in the dirt, ball two. The 2-0 from Grayson. Swung on, driven down the line, fair. LaFrance is rounding first, heading to second. He's going to be in with a double. He's going to bring up his brother Hayden. Pitch hitting for Braden Mesa.
Go Hayden. Go Hayden.
Hey, I'll be fresh.
Hayden LaFrance stands in. Pitch. Driven backwards. Out of play.
Go Hayden. Go Hayden.
The 0-1 fouled off the catcher's mask. Strike two. That's why they wear masks. Catchers wouldn't have any teeth if they didn't have masks. Oh, 0-2 on LaFrance. Pitch from Grayson's low and gets past the catcher. He's going to get Tyler France over to third.
Go
1-2, driven to right field. Actually, the first baseman misses it. Going to get Tyler France home, and Hayden France is going to go into second base on the error. Brings up Trey Castellano. Does not have an official at bat today. He's had a sacrifice bunt and a hit by pitch. Ball hit foul. Strike one on Castellano. Pitch is swung on and missed. Strike two. On the senior second baseman. Castellano calls timeout. Pitcher's taking a little too long. The 0-2 pitch. In there, called strike 3. Second out of the inning. It's going to bring up Taylor, the catcher. Pitch to Parker. Bounce foul. Right to Coach K. .28. Parker bounces it foul again. Strike 2.
Let it come a little more. Got it.
28. The 0-2 to Parker. Hit in the hole on the left side. It's going to get LaFrance home. Parker with the, or Taylor with a RBI single. And it's going to bring up Antoine Gross. Antoine's 1 for 1 today with a double and 3 walks. First pitch from Grayson, this strike 1. Gross looks back at the umpire. He didn't like that call. The 0-1 pitch, swung on, hit to the first baseman. He hits off of his body. Gross is going to be safe at first. It's going to bring up Haug, the pitcher. Troy is 0 for 2 today with 2 walks. First pitch from Grayson, driven to the right. Going to be out of play. Caught by the first baseman. He redeemed himself. We're out number 3. Two runs, 2 hits, 2 errors, 2 left. We're going to the bottom of the 6th. Refugio leads 12-1. You're watching Bobcat Baseball on the Refugio Sports Network. We will be right back. Back here in Pettus, on the mound now for the Bobcats, number 16, Jaden Lewis. Hal goes back to second base. And now Hayden LaFrance is now on first base. I'm running Game Changer as I'm talking to you. And Tyler France is now in right field. Final line for Haug, 2 innings, no hits, no runs, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. Due up for the Eagles is number 12, Orozco. Made a great catch to end the inning. And then we have Orr, the third baseman, and Grayson, the pitcher. First pitch from Lewis, ball 1. The 1-0 pitch, outside, ball 2 on Orozco. Orozco's 0 for 1 today. It's a swung on and missed. For strike 1, Orozco reached on a walk. It's his only chance on the bases today. Pitch from Lewis, swinging a miss at 71 miles an hour. Strike 2. The 2-2 pitch, curveball. Runs the count full at 3-2. Full count pitch, swung on and missed. Strike number 3 in the first out of the inning. Eagles are down to their last 2 outs. Brings in Orr. 0 for 1 today. Hit by a pitch. Fouled right to me. Good thing there's a fence there. It doesn't look good. Everything shakes. 0-1, 72 mile an hour pitch. Fouled back on another 72 mile an hour pitch. It's 0-2 on Orr. The 0-2 pitch from Lewis. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Lewis' second strikeout and the second out in the inning. Brings up Grayson. Grayson's 0 for 1 today with a walk. And their last chance for the Eagles. All grounded up. Second baseman Howg's up with it, throws it over to first for out number 3. And that is the ball game from here from Pettus. We will be right back with some final totals. Watching Bobcat baseball or Refugio Sports Network. Will be right
People
back.
often ask me, who has the best sports fans in South Texas? My answer, the Refugio Bobcats. If you haven't subscribed to the Refugio Sports Network, what are you waiting for? They are the one and only source for Refugio Bobcat sports. Check them out on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Sponsorships are available today, and donations are always welcome. They would love to hear from you, and tell them Sam sent you.
Bobcats have ended the game 12-1 over the Pettus Eagles. Final line for Refugio, 12 runs, 9 hits, no errors. And for Pettus, 1 run on 1 hit and 7 errors. We hope you enjoyed today's ball game. Come back on air with us Monday when the JV Lady Cats take on Incarnate Word Academy live from Refugio.